Breaking buzz, Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won's agency speaks out. Is the romance real at last? Could this be the moment fans have been waiting for? After months of speculation, subtle hints, and undeniable chemistry on and off screen, silence has finally been broken. What truth lies behind the agency's words? And are the signs pointing to something more than just rumor? Join Red Carpet Revealed as we uncover the clues and dive into the story everyone's talking about right now. The entertainment world thrives on whispers. But every now and then, whispers become thunder. For months, Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won have been the focus of unrelenting speculation. Their breathtaking chemistry and drama series had already convinced viewers that sparks must have been flying behind the camera. Fan communities scoured interviews, analyzed behind-the-scenes footage, and built entire case files around the tiniest details, a shared glance here, a matching accessory there. The tension grew unbearable, amplified by the agency's steadfast silence. And then, finally, the silence broke. When the agency released its long-awaited statement, the atmosphere shifted instantly. Words were carefully chosen, professional in tone, yet the impact was seismic. Fans across the world rushed to dissect the announcement. Was it a confirmation cleverly disguised as denial? Was it a flat-out dismissal that still left cracks of possibility? The ambiguity was as intoxicating as the truth might have been. Suddenly, the question on everyone's lips was not just whether Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won were dating, but what their agency's words really meant. The story had been building long before the official response. It began quietly. During the height of their drama's popularity, audiences found themselves unable to separate fiction from reality. The way Soo Hyun gazed at Kim Ji-won in key scenes, the tenderness in his gestures, the sparkle in her eyes, it felt too authentic, too raw to be confined to a script. Social media lit up with side-by-side comparisons of on-screen moments and behind-the-scenes interactions. "Look at the way he adjusts her hair," fans exclaimed, posting screenshots with red circles and arrows. No actor could fake that kind of care. Soon, the theories spread like wildfire. TikTok edits layered romantic ballads over candid clips of the pair laughing together between takes. On Weibo, long threads analyzed their fashion choices, pointing out eerily similar items worn weeks apart. Instagram fan pages posted collages of supposed evidence, matching bracelets, suspicious vacations, and cryptic captions that seemed to mirror each other's moods. Twitter erupted with hashtags like Soo Hyun Jiwon, Power Couple K-Drama, and Isitrial, trending worldwide whenever the stars made even the smallest appearance. In the midst of this frenzy, the agency's silence felt deafening. Every no comment was interpreted as confirmation. Every refusal to address the rumors only poured gasoline on the fire. Entertainment journalists churned out daily speculation pieces, while television talk shows dedicated segments to the possible romance. Bloggers posted essays dissecting cultural implications. While fans grew divided, those convinced the love was real, and those wary of being manipulated by publicity tactics, the silence created a vacuum. Into that vacuum rushed endless theories. Some argued that the stars were indeed together but wanted to shield their relationship from the spotlight. Others insisted it was all strategic, a way to maintain buzz around their drama and future projects. It's textbook PR, critics sneered, to the perfect timing of rumors aligning with promotional cycles. But fans who had invested emotionally refused to believe it was all manufactured. "You can't fake the way they look at each other," they insisted. Then came the turning point. The agency, after months of ignoring the clamor, finally spoke. The press release was short, almost clinical, but its brevity only deepened the mystery. Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won maintain a close professional relationship built on mutual respect and admiration. We ask fans to continue supporting them in their individual careers. On the surface, it sounded like a denial. Yet the phrasing, close, mutual respect, was tantalizingly open-ended. Fans seized on the wording, parsing every syllable for hidden meaning. Professional relationship a polite deflection? Was mutual admiration code for something deeper? The reaction was instant and explosive. Within minutes of the announcement, hashtags like agency speaks out and mutual admiration trended worldwide. News outlets scrambled to publish breaking alerts, each with its own spin. Some framed it as confirmation of friendship, as a carefully veiled admission of romance. Television anchors debated the language, inviting PR experts and body language analysts to weigh in. The ambiguity, whether deliberate or accidental, the narrative instead of ending it. Fans erupted in online debates. This is definitely a confirmation, one commenter wrote, citing the absence of a firm denial. They didn't say no, they said close, another added. Skeptics pushed back, rolling their eyes. It's obvious PR. They're stringing us along. But even the skeptics couldn't resist engaging, their cynicism only adding to the noise. Spread across platforms, parodying the statement while simultaneously keeping it alive in conversations. The emotional impact of the agency's words extended far beyond the entertainment bubble. For fans, the stakes felt personal. Many had invested countless hours shipping the pair, creating fanfiction, fanart, and theories that hinged on the possibility of romance. For them, the agency's carefully chosen words were validation. For others, it was frustratingly vague. Reminder that celebrities rarely belong fully to their admirers' imaginations. The truth, whatever it was, tantalizingly out of reach. What made the entire saga so compelling was the cultural backdrop. In Korea, where celebrity romances are often hidden due to the risk of backlash, any acknowledgement carries heavy weight. Fans are protective of their idols, sometimes possessive, and agencies walk a fine line between honesty and caution. For Soo Hyun, one of the nation's most beloved actors, and Kim Ji-won, cherished for her sincerity and charm, the stakes were even higher. A romance between them would not just be a personal revelation, it would be a seismic shift in the entertainment landscape. As the dust settled from the agency's announcement, one thing became clear: the story was far from over. Instead of closing the chapter, the statement had opened new doors. Fans clamored for more, dissecting every public appearance for signs of confirmation. Theories multiplied, narratives expanded. The buzz grew louder. Whether the agency intended it or not, their words had ensured that the question, "Is the romance real at last?" would linger in the air. Unanswered, irresistible, impossible to ignore. The first half of this saga belongs to whispers, speculation, and a single, carefully crafted response. But the second half, the aftermath, deeper implications, the cultural resonance, is just beginning to unfold. The immediate aftermath of the agency's statement revealed just how deeply invested the world had become in Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won's rumored romance. What was meant to clarify instead intensified speculation, transforming a controlled press release into fuel for one of the most viral discussions the entertainment industry had seen in years. Across South Korea, news anchors replayed the words "close professional relationship" as if they were a puzzle waiting to be solved. Radio hosts laughed, asking callers for their take on whether mutual admiration was code for something more. Tabloids splashed the pair's photos across front pages with bold, festive headlines: "Closer than ever, respect or romance," in China, where K-dramas enjoy a massive audience. Tags trended on Weibo for days. Japanese media compared the statement to other famous celebrity confessions. While in Southeast Asia, fan communities held live Twitter spaces dissecting every nuance. The global reach of the story was staggering. On TikTok, creators posted side-by-side comparisons of Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won's interviews, highlighting nervous laughs and lingering glances. Some went viral with millions of views, their captions reading, "Tell me this is just professional respect." Meanwhile, Twitter threads turned into full investigative dossiers, connecting dots between filming schedules, vacation rumors, and coincidental outfits. Mainstream Western outlets like Variety and People magazine picked up the story, framing it as the K-drama romance the world can't stop talking about. For the stars themselves, days following the statement were filled with both triumph and unease. Soo Hyun appeared at a fan event. Questions about his projects were drowned out by chants of Ji-won. His shy smile only deepened the frenzy, interpreted by fans as either embarrassment or secret confirmation. Kim Ji-won, attending a brand launch, reporters eager to twist her every answer into romantic subtext. When she laughed and said, "Admire him as an actor," fans pounced. "Is again, admire?" Screenshots circulated instantly, feeding the cycle. Industry experts weighed in on what the saga meant for their careers. Some argued that the buzz could only help. "They're hotter than ever," one PR strategist explained. "Couple rumors humanize stars, make them relatable, and drive interest in their work. Advertisers seem to agree, rushing to sign both actors for new endorsements, often paired in campaigns despite no official collaboration. Luxury brands, aware of the magnetic power of a potential power couple, pitched concepts centered on elegance, intimacy, chemistry. Others, however, worried about the risks. If this turned sour, it could overshadow their acting careers, warned a critic. Audiences may focus more on their personal lives than their performances. The question of authenticity loomed large. Agency's vague statement intentional misdirection. To keep fans hooked while protecting the star's privacy? Or was it simply clumsy wording that backfired spectacularly? Analysts pointed to the timing. The announcement came just weeks after the drama's Blu-ray release, when interest was already peaking. It's too perfect, skeptics argued. Know how to play the game. Supporters pushed back, insisting that the emotions seen on screen and in interviews were impossible to fabricate. If you think this is all PR, you've never been in love, one fan passionately tweeted, earning tens of thousands of likes. The emotional stakes for fans were immense. For many, shipping Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won was more than entertainment, it was a personal investment. Online forums buzzed with heartfelt essays about how their supposed romance inspired hope, joy, and belief in love. Fiction communities exploded with new stories, imagining domestic bliss or secret confessions. Fan artists created dreamy portraits of the pair, while musicians uploaded original songs inspired by their chemistry. The saga had transcended gossip, it had become a canvas for creativity and longing. Meanwhile, the two actors found themselves navigating a delicate path between privacy and public expectation. Both were known for guarding their personal lives closely. Kim Soo Hyun, despite being one of Korea's most eligible bachelors, had rarely been linked romantically in the press. Kim Ji-won, admired for her down-to-earth persona, built a career free from scandal. Now, their carefully cultivated images were at risk of being consumed by the narrative of are they or aren't they? Friends and colleagues hinted at the pressure. They didn't ask for this level of scrutiny, one insider told a magazine. Once the public decides to believe, it's hard to undo. The cultural implications were undeniable. Society where celebrity relationships are often kept secret out of fear of backlash. The mere suggestion of romance between two top stars challenged expectations. Some commentators hailed it as progress, that fans were finally ready to accept that idols could love openly. Others worried that the obsession itself proved the opposite, that fans were too intrusive, too hungry, to let stars have normal lives. Spilled on to talk shows, with hosts asking whether it was time for the industry to rethink how it handled celebrity romances. Despite the noise, the fascination showed no signs of fading. Months after the agency's statement, the appearance of Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won was still scrutinized. When both attended the same awards show, camera cut to their reactions more often than to the winners. The exchange of smiles ignited a week of headlines. When Kim Soo Hyun mentioned a special colleague in his speech, speculation ran rampant. When Kim Ji-won posted a photo of a sunset, fans swore the location matched one he had visited days earlier. What made the story endure was not confirmation or denial but the space in between. The ambiguity became the heartbeat of the narrative, allowing fans to project their own desires onto it. The real romance or not, the possibility itself was intoxicating. It turned two stars into symbols, embodying the blurred line between fiction and reality, between acting and authenticity. As the saga stretched on, one truth became clear: the story belonged less to the agency and more to the people. Fans, media, and culture at large had claimed it, shaping it into a myth that would outlast the headlines. Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won, whether they wanted to or not, had become part of a love story larger than themselves. And until the day they speak plainly, or perhaps even after, the world will keep asking the same question: is the romance real at last? In the end, the story of Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won's rumored romance is less about an answer and more about the journey. The agency's carefully worded statement may not have confirmed or denied anything outright, but it sparked a fire that illuminated how deeply people crave love stories, whether on screen or off. The hints, the chemistry, speculation, all of it has transformed two extraordinary actors into symbols of hope and possibility. Whether the romance is real or remains only in the imaginations of millions, one truth is undeniable: Soo Hyun and Kim Ji-won have created a cultural moment that will be remembered long after the headlines fade. Spoken together, carry not just the weight of stardom but the allure of a story that feels timeless. To every fan, reader, and dreamer who followed this whirlwind, thank you. Your theories and your creativity keep stories like these alive. Without your passion, a press statement would be just words on a page. With you, it became a phenomenon that shook the world.